Welcome back to the podcast where we get to take time and space and dedicate it to you, your energy, and do some things that feel pretty good. So it's so interesting. We're going to do an energy activation, and this one has been just kind of like niggling at me for a while. And we've actually done a similar one in the past, so I didn't want to do it. And Spirit's like, oh, but we really want you to do it. So we're going to. And this energy activation, what I would relate it to is, have you ever felt as though you love someone or a pet or something so much, and you're like, how do I even, it almost feels like you just can't express it. And so part of this activation is going to be helping you open up your energy to the flow of the safety of feeling all of that love and really expressing it. Now, here's what's interesting. I was dropping into Voxer to connect with a client. And one of the things that Spirit said, which I thought was so interesting, is how this energy we're in right now is really taking us in a direction where our job is to ride the wave, if you will. What they meant was there are a lot of good energies that abound, and these good energies have, in a sense, taken hold on the earth plane. And they've taken hold and they are helping propel us in a much needed direction. And Spirit's message was how we are essentially going to be along for the ride. Like, this is happening no matter what. Now, of course, we're doing this eyes wide open. The Great Awakening has already happened, in my opinion, and people are just far more aware than they ever have been. Now, of course, there's going to be different levels to this. Everyone's going to continue expanding or not in their own way. So, the two go hand in hand because part of what we try to do, and we think, oh, there's like this expansion that's happening, and there's this beautiful, I can't even call it a tidal wave. A tidal wave looks small compared to what this energy is moving us forward. And we think, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to take care of? How can I optimize this for myself? And it's like, no, 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 that's restrictive thinking. Instead, open yourself up to the flow. And the same goes with when we love something so much. Maybe it's a kid, a pet, a spouse, a partner, a parent, something, right? So now what we wanted to take a look at is how is it that we can actually train our energy to know we are safe inside of ourselves, safe inside of our light, safe inside of the experience. Almost all of the sensitives I know have these edges of fear around how big is my potential? What if I reach this potential? What if I don't reach this potential? What if I open myself up and something comes at me? What if my bubble, it doesn't work or isn't big enough to hold me, or I need to keep myself small so I can keep my bubble contained? And I don't believe in bubbles. I've talked about that many, many times and explained how the energy really works for you. So these are the things we want to take a look at, is actually getting to a maturity in our energy where we don't always have to know the destination, but what we do know is in our heart how it feels to be in this process, step by step, meaning like presence by presence, moment by moment. So, sometimes I look at, I don't know, my cat or a niece or a nephew, and I'm just like, yeah, yeah. Like, how do I even, I was like, I just, yeah. And at the same time, sometimes that's the same approach we have when we think about the unknown of very spacious energies. We also may think, you know what, I don't want to go down the wrong path. If I love this thing so much, what if something happens to it, right? Of course, we have those thoughts. And those translate into the spiritual world. You know what I love? So we basically have an example, one in the spiritual aspect, energetic aspect, and one in the very human aspect. The human aspect obviously be when we think about someone or something that we love so much, and the other one being in the spiritual experience, right? Like we love the experience so much, and how do we really let ourselves be in it? be in it. Um, this is interesting. Spirit's also suggesting that when, for some of you, I don't know if this happens to me or not. I don't think it does. So this is going to be for someone else, but sometimes you actually may feel a heaviness or a tightness in the back of your shoulders when you feel as though you can't fully, like, just let it all out. That's very specific. So I also know that some of the ways we feel it is some people will feel like a big, uh, like a denser energy balloon in front of them, like a bigger one, kind of goes like from the throat on up into the sky. And that is another thing where they're just like, I feel contained. Like I just can't go there. Or if I go there, what if I can't come back? Or if I go there, what if it's too wild and free? So these are the things people are thinking of, myself included, along this journey. I've had very similar thoughts. So that being said, let's get into this activation. Okay. So, wherever it is that you are right now, know that it's just perfectly right. Perfectly right. I have found some people are going to have a stronger experience if they're in a more secluded area, meaning one where you're not going to be disrupted. And then sometimes all you can do is listen to this stuff on the go. And so, whichever version was the one that you're in right now is absolutely fine. So, but when I teach people how to see energy, it does take a concentrated effort. So that's what I mean. Like your eyes closed. Like when I do house clearings, I actually have to do them with my eyes closed. Or if a client's session gets really intense and the clearing is really intense for them, I have to close my eyes and really concentrate so I can see the energy. So, but one of the ways you can develop seeing and perceiving energy is in the Magic Accelerator, which is now open for enrollment, but also by doing these activations. All right. So, right now we're going to take a beat to bring our, the guides are saying our elbows back behind our waist. I wasn't expecting that. Feels kind of good. Usually I do shoulders, but no, I like that. Elbows back. And taking a breath in. And by the way, if you can't put your elbows back, it's not going to make or break this activation. Breathing into your inner light. And as always, make sure you follow your own internal guidance and intuition through these activations. And we've got our elbows back. And now you want to take a moment, just kind of relax into it and say, hello, inner light. Please run divine energy for me, or whatever your best practice is for your words. And remember that this is going to restabilize, clear, and ground your energy. Taking a breath in, letting yourself relax. And I want you to say to your inner light, I am open to experiencing love, expressing love, being carried through and supported by these energies that have harnessed here on earth. And I set the intention that my energy and I have the best possible experience to understand what it feels like to move through these experiences in a higher capacity for myself. Taking another breath in, relaxing. Okay. So now we are going to call in. I want you to think of somebody that you love so, so much, so, so much. And I want you to actually think of them kind of like sitting or standing in front of you. And as you think about how much it is that you love them, I want you to invite the waves of energy to move through you, almost as an observation. And I want you to kind of notice. So you're going to say to yourself, I love you so and so so much. And as you say that, I want you to kind of notice where in your body, where in your energy you almost start to feel a little bit stuck. Maybe you don't, maybe you do. And now I want you to feel with your energy this full expression of love for them. Now, one of the things I want to point out is you may start to feel like you might be pushing your energy on them. And that's very aware of you if you're thinking that. But you're actually doing this from the space of your inner light and the intention of this activation. And so now we're going to say, okay, which means that it's through that filter of the light. So it's for the greater good. And I want you to kind of notice the rest of your energy field. So do you feel like you're projecting your energy towards them? Can you open up your energy as you express your love and your feelings for them? Maybe you're feeling this expression forward. Can you open up your energy so that all of the energy, it's like if someone's in a pool and they have long hair and they're face down in the pool and then they jump up and they throw their hair back and all the water comes up and it would make a really cool picture. Think about that for your energy field instead. So as you express this love for this person or this individual, you're actually experiencing it from your whole being and body. Oh, my love for you is just like, oh, it's so much, it's so big. I love feeling my love for you. Oh, that's interesting. So they're not having us say all the things we love about them. I love feeling my love for you. That's interesting. Okay, so as that energy moves, notice if any of the tension releases. And if it doesn't, I want you to go to your inner light and I want you to ask yourself, what else could I do to help this energy kind of unhook and unlock? And for me to feel more of a smoothness and a movement to this emotion. Okay, wow, this is really cool, actually. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now that we've done that, they're kind of having me settle here for a moment. And now you can start to think of other people that you love a lot and how you're bringing all of the energy through your whole being and system. You know what it feels like for me? Sometimes when I think about how much I love someone, it's almost like I just want to be like, bah, like I did earlier, right? Like yell or something like that. But when we do it this way, it feels much more harmonized. Okay. So you can start to think about other people and you can start to really work this muscle. Really work this muscle. This is fun. Okay. Yeah, it's fun because as I'm going through this, Vienna, one of my cats, just said to me, I didn't think your love could get any bigger. Now she's actually being a little bit cheeky when she says that because number one, she's a cheeky little thing, but also, and her and I don't communicate a ton. Actually, I want to preface that too. We communicate in spurts. So when she came through just now in that spurt, um, it's because I've been telling her just how much I love her lately and have been working on this. So anyway, okay. So now we want, and I'm going to be curious if any of you notice anyone responding to you slightly differently, just in a very nuanced way as you practice this. Next, we're going to get into these energies that have come in this summer and beyond, the ones that have anchored in here, supporting us. And we're going to say, I set the intention, I am connected to the aligned energies that are moving us forward, moving our collective forward in a positive way. We're going to start there. Those are the ones we're connecting with, and Spirit says, duh. Probably because we're already connected to our light, but if you know me, I'm so particular about this work, and I want us to be very specific. So now what you're going to do is you're going to say, I set the intention that instead of embracing these energies, I allow myself to be embodied by them and carried by them, because that is what these energies feel like. I don't know how else to describe it. It almost looks like multiple beautiful crystalline fountains, and yet they keep going up and out and up and out in the best way. And it's like we're kind of on top of one of those fountains, riding it. I'd be curious what someone else in here is experiencing. Okay. But however it is you experience it, you may feel like you're actually in a bubble and bubbling up through the sky. I mean, there's so many different things you could be experiencing. So now we're saying, all right, as I experience these energies, I'm in awe and wonder at the spaces around me. Mm. I find myself seeing myself and the experiences that I'm having with a beautiful sense of happiness and wonder. I desire to experience the expansive nature of this energy. I totally lost what they just said next. With my eyes wide open, with my eyes wide open, and my feet planted firmly on the ground. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. We're gonna let all of that settle in now. And I want to say what an incredible job you have done doing this beautiful, expansive energy work for yourself. Okay, relaxing now. All right, if you are ready to learn how to channel, meaning intuit insights while keeping your energy and integrity, not feeling drained. Also, that's the core of what I teach. And in the next chapter, the next 6 months, we're going to take that foundational tool and I'm going to show you how to do house clearings, energetic mediumship, and pet communication. And the reason being is because with that foundational tool I just mentioned, you can do all three. And it's a really fun group of people. It's an incredible group of people. We have a number of people who renewed from the first half of the year into the second half, and I would love to have you join us. If you have any questions, you can find me connectedemilymarie.com. Thank you so much for being here. And until then, have fun with your light. It has been so great to connect here. If this episode resonated with you, please be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who you want to have more of these chats with. And as you move throughout your day, remember, your energy is your superpower. As you pay attention to it and trust it, you can watch your entire life begin to transform.